Everyone, VJ832 back here with another how to play. This is Uno Hutz, which is basically literally it's a combination of Uno and Hutz. Now this is an older game. It's for ages 7 and up, 2 to 8 players, combining the two classics. This came out in 1995 from Mattel. It's not currently produced, but you can find them on eBay. I found this one there, and it was brand new, sealed. So you can find them brand new if you're interested. And basically, get this out of the way. You're playing this game. The idea is to avoid taking point cards, which are hearts, and a couple other cards. The game ends when one player reaches 60 points, but that person is not the winner, they are the loser. It's whoever has the fewest amount of points at the end of the game that is the winner. It's played in a series of hands. Each hand is comprised of 13 rounds called tricks. To complete a trick, each player has to play a card. When everyone has played a card, whoever has the highest numbered card of the suit that was led, they take the trick, and now they have to start with a new. They have to start the next round by leading with a new card. Here's our hand, and play continues until all the cards have been played from everyone's hand, and that is one hand. So everyone's going to get 13 cards, and you're going to play them all in 13 different tricks. There's 4 suits, colors. You got the purple. Here's the backs for the record. You get the yellow, you get the green, and the red, which are the hearts. And you can see they're anywhere from 0 to 24 in number, 24 cards in each suit. Each heart is worth 1 point. There's also the yellow 13, which is a 13 of hearts, which is worth 13 points. It's kind of like the queen of spades, I guess, in regular hearts. So you want to kind of avoid that one. And you've also got a bunch of draw cards from 1 all the way to 10. So when somebody plays this, whoever wins the trick has to draw whatever amount of cards. So in this case, they'd have to draw 10 cards. If it was this one, they would draw 1. If it was this one, it'd be 5. If it was 6, they would draw 6, so forth. They got those special cards. There's also these special cards, the 8 in purple and green. These force people to swap cards. Whatever one of those played, those are past hand cards. There's no point values, but if either one is played on a trick, players must pass their entire hands to the player next to them after the trick. Either right or left, it's determined by whoever takes the trick. And it occurs after the current trick, but before the next trick. If both are played in the same trick, you treat it as if only one is played. So I'm not quite sure. They don't really specify how you determine if it gets passed to the right or left. You can kind of make that up, I guess, on your own. The wild cards are cemented as well. They count as any color, of course. And they count as very numerical value, I should mention as well. So if you play this one on the yellows, it would be the yellow 8. If you play, this one on green, it'd be 5 green. This one on red, it'd be 10 red or 10 green or whatever. So there's that as well to keep in mind. A wild draw card does not change this suit that was led. It just allows you to play it on any color at any time. If it's called a heart, it's not worth any points because you're not going to be able to remember that. By the time you get to the end of the round, you go, wait a minute, was that a heart? Was it not? Don't worry about it. You can only play or lead a wild draw card as a suit you do not hold in your hand. So for instance, if a 4 of hearts is led, if you do not have a heart, then you can play any card or wild draw card if you want. If, for instance, the 4 of hearts is led again and you play a draw 8, make it a heart, that would outrank, of course, the 4 of hearts and would or could take the trick. A wild draw card can outrank a card with the same numerical value as I mentioned. So, for instance, if somebody plays a green 7 and somebody plays a draw 7 card, making it a green draw 7, that will outrank the natural 7 card if no other higher numbered card is played. And again, when wild draw card is played in trick, whoever takes the trick must draw from the draw pile the number of cards indicated on the wild draw card. And these cards are then turned face up for all players to see, and then you place those cards directly into your trick pile, not your hand. If you're playing with more than 4 people, it is possible to deplete the draw pile. If that happens, you just ignore the draw command. There is some advanced play rules where you can try to suit the moon, and also where you can pass some cards before you start. After the cards are dealt, you immediately pass 3 cards to the person on the left, but we will ignore that for the moment. Incidentally, there's a typo here. It says these cards have on point value. No, I think that's no point value. I think that more or less covers the rules. You choose a dealer to start off. 13 cards to each player are dealt. Remaining cards go down in a draw pile. And the person to the left of the dealer starts. And each person must try to match the suit, not the number that is led. If you don't have a card of that suit, then you play a different card. Now, much like hearts, there is no trump suit. The hearts is not trump. The hearts just are points. So you can play, if you play the hearts, it does not mean you will win the trick. So you can do a little round, or 2, just to kind of go through the rules. Let's try 3 people. In the middle, we'll say we start with, let's see, this person. They're going to lead with a suit, let's say they say purple, 19. So this next person has to play purple, or if they have, which they do. So they're just going to play. We could play this one if we want. And then, let's say this person says they'll take the trick. And because this card was played, everyone is going to swap hands. It's kind of weird. I personally don't really care for that rule. And I mean, I would say you don't have to do that if you don't want to. It's kind of weird. So, next person would start. Let's say they lead with a yellow card. This guy knows he's not going to win, so get rid of a small card. And let's do yellow again, why not? Now there is a risk of playing a bigger card because, hey, this guy doesn't have yellow, so he's going to say, take 10 cards. Now this guy's going to say, you know what? I don't want that one. So you can have it. So now this guy, that's a 10 yellow, of course, is what it would be. Or you can say 10 whatever, but 10 yellow works. You can't say 10 hearts and make them take a point because there's no points for a draw card. So this guy's going to take the trick. And now he's going to have to draw 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, 9, 10. And I just drew the 13 of hearts and a 0 of hearts, which is still 1 point. So I now have 14 points thanks to that rat bastard. And I get to start that again. This time I'm going to... what am I going to do? Let's try purple. Play that just in case somebody throws a draw card in there. But this guy's going to take it. Why not? I'll leave them face up so there's no mistakes. No confusing. Let's say 18. Which is kind of risky because you don't know if everyone has a yellow card. And we know this guy does not. So he's going to play a draw card. Let's say he plays this. He could play, a heart or a different suit, but you might as well make them draw cards, right? So that was 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he got lucky. Only 2 hearts. And he's going to play again. Let's say he plays a green card. Get rid of that. And this guy takes it. Let's play a purple. You just keep going around like that, of course. This guy's gonna take it. Play again. Let's say he says, let's play some hearts. And unlike certain games, this makes sense. You could play 16 of hearts and take the hearts, or you can play a draw 2 card, and whoever takes the trick, because that's going to be a 2 of hearts, is going to take, and this guy might as well play his highest card, and he's going to have to draw 2 cards. So I'm not doing too good. And there you go. Always draw the cards face up so everyone can see. It's just the way it is. Play green card. Unlike in some games, I think even, I'm not sure about hearts itself, but you can play, I'm going to make this a 4, a green 4. Actually, no, I can't because I have the green, never mind. In regular hearts, I believe, and in some other games, you can only lead with the trump suit if after it's been played. In this case, you can play a heart at any point in time. So, okay, we're going to give this to somebody 5 purple, we'll see, and 1 purple. No, I can't do that, can I? I'm trying to recall what I said earlier. I think I can play them at any time. Let me just double check. Yeah, I would probably have to play the purple, so we'll do that. This guy's going to take it, and he's going to have to pick up 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He picked up 1 heart. It's fine. And let's say he plays the yellow. guy's going to play this because the 15 obviously is going to win it. And we'll play that. And now he's going to have to pick up 7 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now he's going to start. He can play this one if he wants, since he can. So he'll make that a 4 green, let's say. So this guy's going to play a 6. And this guy's going to make that. So now I have to pick up 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. All these hearts. And I'm going to play on last card. This guy is going to play a heart. And this guy's going to play a heart. And I'm going to take it because I'm the only one to play the card of the suit lead. So now you're going to count up your points. This guy has nothing. What does this guy have? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 points. Oh, I got him beat by a mile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and 13, that's 21. So yeah. I forget what he had, but he doesn't have 21, that's for sure. So I'm currently losing. You continue doing that through 13 more rounds, or well, that was one round, or one, that was one hand. 13 rounds, one hand. You keep doing that until somebody hits 60 points, which I am well on my way to. And whoever has the least amount of points, currently it's this guy, would win the game. So yeah, that was one hand, 13 rounds, or 13 tricks. It's an interesting game, obviously based on hearts, with some interesting additional rules, like having to draw cards, which is totally a Uno thing. I don't hate it. It's obviously it's an older game, probably not as popular since it's not still currently made like actual Uno is. Like I said, there are some additional rules you can do that are considered advanced play, which is after the cards are dealt, each player looks at their cards and immediately passes 3 cards face down to the player on the left. This is something that comes right from like Hearts and other similar games. And but you don't have to do that. And the other one is where you can try to shoot the moon, which is where you try to get all the hearts. If you do that, if you're the only person who takes, or you're trying to take, for Shoot the Moon, you want to try to be the only player to take points. If you do that, and you're the only player to take points in a hand, you will have sought the moon, and all the other players will receive 20 points while you receive none. As an option, you may reduce your points by 20 as well. So then you continue, the person to the left of the dealer would shuffle the deck and deal out 13 cards again. And you continue until somebody's hit 60 points. Remember, you have to try to match the suit that is led, if possible. If you can't, you can play any other card. There is no trump suit, so even if you play hearts, you're not going to win the trick. And you're supposed to put the cards face down in front of you. I have them face up so I don't get mixed up between the hand and the trick piles. Whoever wins the trick leads the hand, as we saw. Okay, it says that during each hand, a heart may not be led until a heart or the 13 yellow has been played on a trick. So, I was wrong on that part. So, that is like other hearts games. I'm thinking of, Hard Switch. You don't have to do that. I think. My apologies. I was wrong. talked about the other cards, and that is that. Yeah. So that is Uno Hutz. It's a pretty interesting game. As you can see, it's been kind of fun. Maybe it's not everyone's cup of tea. I kind of like it. And yeah, it's a little bit harder to find, but you can find them on eBay or perhaps elsewhere, wherever they sell used games. Perhaps at a thrift shop even. So that is that. Comment, like, subscribe. So this is a bit long, and we'll see you next time more. Thanks for watching.